And welcome back to the Battle of Waterloo, currently in progress. We've just had these guys in the front surrender, these guys are back in line. Most of the fighting has been going on around Pokemon. Making sure I got that right, yeah, so south and centre. A little bit of skirmishing going on Pokemon. Yeah, we are in. You probably don't want to be that far forward, mate. Oh, no, I didn't want to actually deploy you a whole lot. But yeah, so the French assault on here is interesting. No, no, face that way, face that way. No, 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 rotate, rotate. Just want you to actually face the enemy. Before they overwhelm you. Here we've got the Coldstream Guards, who have been doing serious amounts of damage to the French, even if the Dutch do keep messing up their firing line. Looking at you, Dutch. How about we actually face the flipping French? Right, before you get slaughtered by a flank charge. Thank you very much. I've got a couple of units back here that have replenished their ammunition. So we'll bring the guns back. Not the guns, the artillery, but yeah. Basically replenish the weapons of everyone who's hiding inside the buildings. No valid targets in weapon range, that's fine. Now they're engaging. Whoever that is going to have a bad day. The French have already had a bad day here. The Dutch are finally getting into line. We'll hopefully be engaging soon. What I'd like you to do is actually advance forwards. No, not you, not you. You stay here. Follow the Coldstream Guards collected. You double forward to there. I know you're getting a bit tired, but you've been doing sterling work. Excellent. The second hand here is going to be their primary target. Firstly, yeah, and they're in volley fire mode, so they should hopefully just start sliding through them again. They're coming in close. Ooh. Like the volley takes so long, doesn't it? But it is devastating. This front rank here is going to have a really bad time. At 300 points, they've done pretty well, seeing they've lost a quarter of their men already. How's this regiment on the flank? Oh, they fell back, didn't they? We're at the stage here where I can micromanage this until these guys broke another unit over here. That's what we like to see. The lads in the farmhouse are doing their job. 700 orange lads. Obviously not actually orange. But yeah. We're holding well. We've got another Dutch brigade there. But so far, most of this fighting has been engaged here. Your morale is starting to take a hit, apparently. Hold the line, lads, hold the line. I'm not even sure what's taking fire from. They're down to 10 rounds though, which is a bit more of a problem. So let's retreat them to here. And bring this over to here. Let's give them a few minutes to recover, get their ammunition. They've had an hour of hard fighting. These guys are down to 22 rounds. Up to 24 though, that's not bad. $14,000 for Napoleon. That's the orange Nassau actually. Napoleon's at 16. Napoleon, Wellington. I know what side I'm playing. Honest. Yeah. Cavalry Corps, the side's doing pretty well. Basically, they're the guys who are holding this. The guys who are holding the positions are doing pretty good. Over here, the fortified position just allows them to shoot quite nicely with reduced losses. I think there's some artillery support coming in. And the rise, probably. I don't feel the need to support them. These guys here have taken casualties, but they've been shelled for an hour. Not what you expect. So yeah, this continues to be the main fight. I've just got to keep an eye to make sure that they're not going to be breaking. And we brought the guards. I said back to here. Come on, fall back to here. In line. The Dutch are going to have to manoeuvre this brigade here. These guys are going to be gone soon. Pull you back at double speed. Alright. Can you guys actually face in that direction, please? Don't like how you're messing up each other's line of fire. Too tired to charge, they need to rest for a few minutes. 1 second. Okay, that's something else I need to sort out. Come on. Come on, you can do this. You can do this. There we go. Strategy is best off looking down slightly. Then you can definitely move to that, that's fine. Would the ammunition truck like to come up and resupply these guys, please? They're recovering. They just need more ammunition. How are we doing in the farmhouse? Well, the Dutch main regiment seems to have broken. Or was it retreated into the building? Either way, they're into the compound. Although it looks like they are taking losses. Damage is increasing. The French artillery has been doing its job. Yeah, the Dutch boys ran into the building, didn't they? Do I have anything else I could bring down? This gentleman here. Placing them about here would be nice. Doesn't eat into my reserves too much. Nah. It's 2,000 men. Sending in 2,000 men is acceptable. No movement from the main forces yet. We are losing ground here. But Right, the building is proving tough for them to crack. No, did you refill? No, you did not. Why do I have to micromanage me? Oh, there's a French unit on the run there. I'm a bit worried by all that cavalry there still. No, come on. If I can get you in close enough. I think I'm fighting the AI there. Right. Yep, they're refilled. Right, you can go back to that. You can be advancing. Move forward 200 yards. Right, advance another 20. This French regiment's about to get a bit of a shock. They can charge again. And they're in range. Bit of volley fire, please, lads. The 326. They're okay, they're 800 men, they've got a 300 grade. They're valued weapons. The French are advancing, they are in fire range. Oh, they're gone, that's great. I'll just fire individually, there we go. I don't know what the Dutch commander's doing running around there, but continue to hold the farmhouse. We haven't got enough to be getting victory points off it, but the British infantry are advancing to support. Another French regiment just broke. Still no movement on the centre. We're holding this. It's great. I would like you to put in more fire. Oh no, they've run. They're off. Alright, that's good. Coldstream cars can hold this position. So we really just need to shift these guys out of here now. All my cavalry's in reserve. Wellington's up to 19,000. Excellent. 68,000 men. Yep, these guys are holding, and will hold pretty well right up to the point they get pushed on. We can break these guys in the centre, we're in a much better position. Hopefully these advancing troops here under the kind of Carl Augusta plant. You're no longer reserves, lads. You are to probe. There you go, have your own orders, you can probe. A little bit worried where these guys are going. They seem to be going off to their deaths. Well, if you're going to advance on the cannons, properly advance on the cannons. Oh, they've retaken the farmhouse. I think these guys have got into range, haven't they? Yeah, the first regiment of these have begun to flank fire into these Frenchmen. Yeah, they're gone. Didn't think they'd last long. Excellent. Look, mate, I've told you before, you're either going to attack them and win glory, or you're going to die, because standing there is just going to die. We ain't up for that, are we? No, keep moving. Now's your time. Take charge from the AI. No, 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 no. On the double, on the double. Taking out these guns would actually be a major advantage. The guns are trying to get out. I mean, at least we've disrupted the guns. Force them to limber up. The British have sent forward more reinforcements to push that. And they're broken. That's fine. They've disrupted the guns for now. And given us a view of... Oh, that's the next wave of French coming in, isn't it? Do we know who this is? Gauthier. Germain. Yeah, Brigade Germain. And we couldn't have nice things so long, could we? That's a good wave of secondary troops coming in. Do I need to move some cavalry? We've got all these Dutch boys up here. This cavalry squadron here. In line. Give them back to their commander. Who's your commander then? You know what I'm thinking? I'm just worried about a cavalry charge through there. Yeah, we're pushing this flank nicely. If we can keep hold of this, I'll be very happy. The French here are taking more losses. The Coldstream Guards are holding and resting. These guns have set themselves back up. But we got an entire brigade forming up behind this one. Soy's moved near, but Jermaine's... Oh, she's not actually coming that fast actually. I thought that. See, if I was Napoleon, I'd be pushing harder. We know Blucher's around. Just waiting for the sounds of him coming from that side. Why he's not done a frontal assault, I don't know. But yeah, these guys are starting to take losses. I say it's not the prettiest game in the world. It never will be, but I mean the new graphics do look a bit tighter, don't they? When you get down to this level, I think they're just basic sprites. They look fairly clean. There's enough variation in the unit to see this. The bodies being left on the ground is always great because then you can get a feel of the battle. Especially later when it gets a bit insane. Yeah, we're holding the right and the left. And of course all 3 forts, another unit breaks. I'm going to put these guys onto Right, for now can you just hold please? Or defend. They have broken these guys there, so they're coming in, they've got 400, like already got 400 grade. They're starting to pick up more of these guys in their great coats. I also like how units break and then reform and... Touch guys, can you not provoke the cavalry into charging please? Are you actually engaging the cavalry here, or are you actually engaging the guns? You're engaging the guns. They've moved infantry up to protect the guns. Are you just going to charge? Let's see if we can take the guns then. If you're going to get this close, let's see if you can take a few guns. This is probably going to provoke these guys to do something. Oh, no, it's just the wheel on the back there. Something's gone really wrong with this animation. I'm expecting it to break in a second anyway, because... And that's their intrusion. Yeah, we're driving the guns back. Yep, they broke. Yeah, they dispatched a cavalry unit. But, yeah, those guys had already got themselves into trouble. Talking of cavalry, these guys are slowly moving up. Keep expecting this slot in the centre to move. These are Pummeler after all, I think is the Wellington quote we want to hear. I love that quote because it feels like disappointment. You know, Wellington's just like, oh yeah, we've been fighting. I've been looking like we're the best generals in Europe, and it's like he's just a pummeler. It's like always feels like I can take him. That's just like, you know, these guys are going to break in a second as well. There's no damage to this one. I'm a little bit worried that Hogmont here is going to collapse. Damage is increasing quite rapidly. Well, it's up to 21,000. think it's like 100,000 we need. So we're at a minor defeat already. Or a major defeat. But we're also an hour and a half into the battle, so all is good. Yep, there you go. Bye bye. Good number of retreating French down here. Always good to see. I think that British regiment in is definitely taking the pressure off. We've replaced the Dutch are in the building, which is taking a fair amount of damage. And the British regiments have just swept their French counterparts away. Brigier Baudin is coming in now. But I don't expect things will change that much. Their commander here has got a very interesting decision about hold. He may not have been given his marching orders. It takes a while for the courier to make their way. I go up to Wellington. Yeah, I'll turn couriers on for this. So that cavalry unit there is just terrifying. How are you guys doing down here? Another regiment's been sent in, but they're already breaking. 720 grade. Yeah, you're doing well. And 0 grade because they've not even got to these guys. The cavalry up here is no use. And you've not seen action either. This flank doesn't feel to be under threat. This flank seems to be holding. Yep, another unit's retreated. It'll take a little time to get them back into fighting formation. There's the British forces here are doing their job. My cannon are being kept well stocked. It's all quieting down a little bit, hasn't it? That's what he wants. Every minute gives Blucher a chance to march a bit further forward. Oh, no. I was trying to see what this guy's doing. Benjamin is... Yeah, he's not even moving, is he? So he's having another go, so he's not going to have a great time. He's trying to get these guys back into action as Baudin. Oh, so he's actually leading. Just all that's left is Soy's regiment. As they advance through the field of their own dead. You need to turn around. Because you are about to get engaged by the French attack column. The fire started. There's almost as many drummers in that as anything else. Oh, they're going to line now. And they're off. They wanted nothing of that. So he's trying to rally them, but that's not going to happen. Soy making suicidal charge at my own unit. Soy, what are you doing? I mean, if you want to shoot out one of the French generals, I'm all for it. Yeah, my cavalry's in place. I'm not sure how well they'd match the French, but we're at least holding. I would like to shoot down the general, that'd be appreciated. Oh, Bardan's having another crack. Because here we've got a dead officer, haven't we? Interesting is you can't tell what damage you've done to the enemy. I do like that level of fog of war. There's only one guy down here. How are you guys doing against that murderous fire? Brew. This Brew himself. I didn't command cavalry, so that might be Brew there. So these guys might have already lost several officers. These guys straight into the range of the Coldstream Guards. Not quite. I don't really want to move the Coldstream Guards any further forward than that because they've got their flank anchored. But we're definitely seeing another regiment to push an attack column here. Badan is having another go. Bodin. I have no idea how to pronounce that, I've never heard it said. Soy's bringing in some more troops. But they really need to move Germain in. As we stand, we are holding quite nicely. Rotate these guys, ready for this attack. A little bit worried about the damage the farmhouse is taking, but it's not too bad. 50% damage. Do I need to move you up to here? I can stop them as soon as they get someone into weapon range. Okay, don't know who they just fired at, but still no movement from the centre. The attack on the flanks has failed. By the time these guys get into actual line of sight, it's going to be some brutal fire. Do we just charge because they're breaking? You know what, we do that. We charge. Their morale's down. We're going to hit them on the flank. They're off. So halt. And then puts the fire in. That's right, lads. Make sure they come back. I just want to get them onto that onto the walls, so there we go. Perfect. And they should be now engaging. Yeah, Bardon's trying to get his men back into line here. They're forming up for an attack again. Interesting life choices. These guys are Soy. I think the problem is Soy and Bardon are not coming in at the same time. They are coming in independently, and they are suffering for it. Who are you shooting? Do we know? No, we don't know. The Netherlands guys down here. Where's the lie down command? You guys lie down as well. No point in risking fire. Oh, they're starting to fire in. It's going to be some one-sided. Think we've got the wall. Keep checking to see if there's any movement in their main flank. At least we're reducing their casualties by doing this. Our guns are firing off nice. How are you guys doing anyway? 22, 128. You've had a good day. I suppose you've pretty much leveled out a French. Yeah. One French regiment looks to have been obliterated already. Got my own cavalry in position, just in case I need them. Obviously not going to prompt the French cavalry to do anything stupid. Looks like the Hayes, fine. Hayson is fine. Hoogmont is fine. There's another French unit. No, it's the same French unit, isn't it? Would you like to start just to volley fire a little bit? How are the guys in the building doing for supplies? They're fine. Yeah, they're absolutely fine. Right, they're in weapon range. And that volley just, look at that, immediately start falling back. Another one like that and they'll probably break. Well, where there's another unit coming in. I feel like we can deal with these guys beforehand. Give him another volley, will you? They're breaking, but they're not taking fire from these guys. Let's just rotate them so they're all back in cover. I don't want to take any losses. You can have you doing the fire at will, but at which point does the next wave come in? Because we're coming in for 1 o'clock now. Oh, there they go. And the replacement unit comes in. These guys have broken several times already, so they're not a threat. Yeah, see. Their morale is gone. Every time they send them in, they're just going to get broken really quickly. And I've got the men stacked up. Yep, I feel like until the main assault goes, I'm in control of this. Yeah, they've got no chance of taking the farmhouse with the current troops. They'll have to send in this new... They've got two brigades. Got Gauthier and Germain stacked up out there, plus cavalry support. I've got arrested Coldspring guards in position. I'm in a better position I was an hour ago. So this is not an attack that's going well for the French. Looks like the commander's pulling his men back. He's on hold orders. Oh, is he rotating them? Is he replacing the 1st battalion with the 2nd battalion with the 1st? I mean, yeah, it's cool that it does stuff like that. Right, but yeah, we're just kind of holding until something interesting happens. Cavalry charges of this would net me so many points, but yeah. What have I got behind the hill then? Is it mostly my cavalry? No, there are resting units as well. But yeah, it is a good chunk of my cavalry back here. Brunswick. Okay, took me a while to figure that one out. This is the Cornish regiment under Kempt. More King's German Legion. Hanover. Nassau. There's Picton and his men then. Best. Cole. I don't know who that guy was. I was misreading his thing. 26,000. As we're in the quiet time, that's fine. Do just keep expecting these guys to break out on march, and Napoleon's going to send his orders at some point, and this is going to get interesting. And how much ammunition can these guns have left? We've been losing their counter battery fire. That fort is taking a fair chunk of damage. These guys are marching in. The 3rd has taken place, the 4th. So it does look like he's rotated the 1st and 2nd round. That is fine. These guys are fresher. I like it if you're facing the other direction, to be honest. But there's no one in weapon range, and it just takes a second for them to turn around. Look at that, they immediately start wavering as soon as they take any fire. Yep, they're gone. Took them longer to march in than it did to get obliterated. These guys seem to be holding a bit better, but there's not many of them left. No point risking the Coldstream cars for this. They can just sit there and take the fire. I mean, he seems to be moving in a good number of his troops at once now. Doesn't got these guys back into order. I am feeling rather confident. Why shouldn't I? I mean, this is a battle, it can change in a second, but as is, we are holding fantastically. Oh, those guys have been close enough to trigger 2 regiments. Or battalions, sorry. They are not long for the field. Just the sound of this place burning. I don't know which way the damage goes. The ring goes up. That's fine. That's all good. Over here? Yeah, they definitely wiped out an entire French regiment there, haven't they? You can just see the formation. Not sure where their shells are aimed at now, but... And if you can get rid of lancers, one less unit of lancers is a good day for me. The only thing moving on their lines is the artillery car, making sure these guns have got the ammunition they need to continue firing. And these, I'm going to say brave souls who have wandered in, these guys are so confident they're advancing. Okay, this is a big push. You'll see how this goes. There was another wave coming in. They're gone. So they're attacking the guys in the building. They're attacking the third line is attacking there. They've only just noticed these guys are here. So they're like the second target, so anyone who can't shoot there. It's like these guys here can't see those, so they are shooting here. We just see more and more Frenchmen dropping. Yeah, both of these regiments are starting to break. Life is good. Taking the occasional loss, but we're doing a lot more damage than we're taking. Yep, they're off. They won't be far behind. That's just stacked up, waiting to kill. Yeah, 93, their grade's going up. Another regiment's come in and they're also part of the targets now. Put a volley in. It didn't do much. And now they're about to become primary targets, aren't they? Freeing. Yep. Let's see how they do. So I've been to historical reenactments, I can't, like the noise of this. Just the thought of having to like advance across this field of your own dead. I can't believe guys that did it and do it. It's like, yeah. I'm a war gamer, I am never going to war. Frankly, I'm a bit too old now. Unless it gets really bad. Say a bit too old, I'm 44, that probably makes me far too old. Younger in my head. No, I'm happy with this. We've got another regiment here that's being engaged by the guys in the building, but they're not doing much. These fine gentlemen are doing well. They're in a garden apparently. And they're in an auction. Didn't know garden was even a type. No valid weapon, targeting weapon range. There's no point for me push either. Those are just holds, aren't they? Hold 0 minutes, hold 0 minutes. 0 minutes. I need to find the officer in charge of this section now. I think one of you guys. General Alex Delbron here. Yeah, every minute. He's getting 100 points every minute we hold. And they get 100 points. So every minute I hold it, 300 points. Let's go find who's controlling this one here. Or is this just a general hold and we don't get any points for it? The woods has got a cross by it. That says we've done the woods. That's finished. And left to right, we need 500 men there. I feel like someone here should be counting as this. Yeah. I think they're a different type of objective, aren't they? That might be the French objectives. But yeah, the woods is timed out, no one's getting any more points for the woods. Oh, yeah. The Blatt here is just kind of standing amongst the field of defeated French. On this flank, the guys in the buildings are doing their job, just smashing them down. So, the holding has gone well. think we'll call that for here as we've beaten back another French assault. So, thanks for watching and see you next time.